Hello there. So any of you out there who play Tap Titans 2 are aware of the optimizers by now. One of the questions that come up is HerokuApp or is Parrots optimizer better? On my left here we've got HerokuApp, and on my right we've got Parrots optimizer. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to run through the SP considerations for both, and I'm going to see what the differences are. This is learning for me, and it might help you guys out in the long run. We'll start on the left here, HerokuApp. So what you're doing here is you go into options, you put in what build type you use. I'm going to use Clanship because that's my current build and is the meta, I think, currently. My strongest hero, where I'm up to at the moment, Wally Watt the Magician, primary source of gold, Heart of Midas. I play online and I like the Dark Wolf theme because it's easier on my eyes. Boost splash damage, yes please, no thanks. I guess, do I want to run fast or do I want to push? I'll go push for now, so no thanks. Input, I've already gone through and I've put in all of my relic levels as they currently sit here, and auto recalc is on. So when you click on relics, I'll go across and it will give me an amount to spend, and then you click on it and it will tell me what I want to put those stats in. SP, you go in here and we'll go through and we'll see what the top option, second, third and fourth. So they have a second, third and fourth option on this one in case you don't have enough SP and you want to put it in something else that may give you a benefit while you can't reach your number one. It's just a nice little tool if you reach the end and you've got a few leftover points and you don't mind resetting when you do get enough to do the other one. Cool, on my right here we'll go into Parrots one. I ran through this the other day, but for anyone who hasn't seen the video, this is how you do this one. Leave all of these checked. We'll uncheck Heavenly Strike. It's not part of the Clanship build. I leave it checked normally just to see if it will put anything in, and most of the time it doesn't. Sweet, Clanship damage, I put in my crit percentage from the game, Chesterton, multi-spawn, utilities are not ignored, cheers Parrot, which is just like the ambush, silent march, shit like that, shit that makes it good. Cool, down here I put in my current SP as it is, and over here it has the remaining SP as I work my way through this. So what we'll do now is we'll start on Heroku's one, which is extremely easy. Based on my stats I put in, all I do is I click the first option, Master Commander for 1, 2, Heroic Might. So this one's extremely easy, I can literally just spam click this. On the left here is total SP spent, and then on the right of each of these is how much SP is in that tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to as close to 1165 as I can, which is my current SP. Just spam click it out. Don't even care what they put in here. I'll go through it more at the end once I've got an understanding of what the builds look like. Holy heck, I have a lot of SP. Yes. When I go through this on Parrots 1, it's going to take a hell of a lot longer as I have to individually click each skill up. But that's life. 1165, that there will cost me 46, so I won't have enough to actually do that one there. So what I will do, can do that for 19. I'll take the second option. 1163, not bad. 2 off. Alright, now we'll go across to Parrots one and we'll compare the differences. So normally when I run Parrots Optimizer, I leave Anchoring Shot unchecked. Checked so that it doesn't show up, and I leave Dimensional Shift and Midas Ultimate so they don't show up. What I've got on it over here this time though is ignore if no prerequisite. So it's going to ignore Dimensional Shift until we've got enough points above it to do it. It shouldn't be an option in a Clanship build anyway. Sweet, so top option here, Heroic Might. I'm extremely interested to actually see what the differences are between these. Cause a war. Unfortunately with this one it takes a little bit of time as I have to click my way out. Master Thief. When I go through and edit this video, I will fast forward this portion after I have said this. Alrighty. Back to it. Okay, so having now finished up in that long ass haul that is Parrots Optimizer, I am here and I have my two builds. Obviously the one on the right, Parrots Optimizer, used 1160 points as I have 5 remaining SP. The one on the left, Julika's build, used 1163, so clearly from that alone we have some differences. I'll just scroll across so we can comfortably see the little thingies here. Little young, yep, excellent. Cool. Yeah, got it. Thank you. Young zoom, if you will. Excrement. There we go. Alright, so we have the two builds. One on the left, a little bit ugly, Julika's one on the right, Parrots one, easy peasy. So looking at the night tree to start with, Parrots, we got a 2, 1, 14, 16 build. Looking at Julika's 2, 1, 18, 17, 1, 2. So they've actually gone a little bit down the pet tree, which I find interesting. A little bit of extra skills there, and with the pet boost, yeah, it might be relevant now. I will actually, straight after this, I will run through Julika's build and compare it and see if I can push my MS a little bit. Interesting that Cleaving Strike is a lot higher without ever actually asking me my crit percentage, so they must assume that I have enough crit to actually be able to do that. So 275 points spent in there to the 179 in Parrots. Moving across to the Warlord tree, 876 in Parrots, 15, 16, 16, 17, 10, 13, 15, 11. Yep, so an extra point in Julika's one in the top one there. A little bit of extra gold apparently, important. Important one to note here, TI, 6. Not important apparently. So, yeah, that's odd. I find TI to be massive boost in damage for me, so that's interesting. Yep, same AA, 17, 18. So, a bit more spent down here, and anchoring shot ignored. So, normally, in Parrots 1, I ignore anchoring shot as well, so it'd be interesting to see where those other 10 would go. I just left it open to keep it fair on both counts. Sweet, Sorcerer tree, Parrots says 0. Perfect. So it turns out me ignoring those things in there means nothing because it's worth nothing anyway. You go across the Julika's 1, 2, and 6. Don't know why. The gold boost from that would not be relevant in the slightest. And then you go finally into the green tree. 105 is 95. 14, so more gold again boosted there. 3, 1, 7, 1. So this is another interesting point here. In Parrots 1, we've gone 10 into Ghost Ship. Obvious boost to clan ship damage, and to me, seems like a very obvious choice. We get huge damage out of that. Only 1 point here. I can't understand that, and 7 in ambush. The only thing I could see ambush being good for is pushing and pushing faster, which, if I go back to options, no thank you. Yeah, so, I don't know. From my understanding of this, I think Parrots 1 is more accurate. Obviously, I would ignore anchoring shot. I don't rate it in the slightest. And then see where those extra points would end up going. But other than that, I would definitely choose this one over this one. This one over this one. Chat. Sweet. And I think most people come up with that anyway. So now we'll move on to... Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no. Sweet. We're back to... Nah. Sweet. Alright, where are we? Artifact Optimizer. So, what I've gone through and done in both of these is I've inputted my own stuff. Wiggity woo. There it is. Along the top here, FOM, Spell, Ground, Online. Step amount, 100,000. New desired Book of Shadows is 10%. Because I am garbage. And my Book of Shadows sits about 15%. So don't do that. You want to be aiming 40 to 50 minimum. I'm just a terrible human. Yes. So I've set it on 10 here, just so that it doesn't show up first. Everyone knows if you're not at the percentage, it always shows up first. So we're ignoring that, effectively. On the left here, yep, Julika's one. Same deal. Because that is my Book of Shadows percent, I'm fairly certain, check it right now, it's going to say Book of Shadows. Boom, yep. Put a shitload into Book of Shadows. Cheers. We'll exit that, and we'll go back to my input, and we'll ignore Book of Shadows. How about that? Perfect. So based on that, we've got all my things in, and so with this one, you click on Relics, you click on, I've got 1 E25 to spend, increments of 100, generate my upgrades. Over here, doesn't ask you how much you've got to spend, it just tells you how much you should put into that artifact next. So over here, Stone of the Velrunes is what they think I should go to, from 1.32 billion to 1.54 based on the amount of relics I want to put in. Interestingly, Chrysos Bowl at number 2. That's one that I ignore in Parrots 1. Yeah, Zakathos coin, same deal, ignore. Influential Elixir. I question this entirely, unless the boost that I'm going to get is from artifact damage and not from the skill itself. Optimizer creator, please fill me in. I can't see any of those being beneficial, other than Stone of Velrunes, of course, to my build. And then going across to Parrots 1. Yeah, Polo Orb, not very good. Stone of the Bell Runes, Influential Elixir, Splash Gold, yeah, me. So these all make sense to me. That sounds like favoritism on my part. It's not. Having used them both now, I'd say Parrots is more accurate. I am slightly biased towards it as I am used to it and familiar with it, and I've tested it and it works. I've used a couple of other optimizers that I haven't got in this video. If I come across them again and they're updated, they're not currently updated in 2.8, so I can't use them. I'll throw out another little fixer video to this one and include them in. I think that is everything I wanted to cover in here. So up to you what you want to use. Obviously both of them are different for whatever reason. They've come up with optimized. Oh, fucking ignore that. Rabbit is yuck. 2018, mate. Wake up. Sweet. So what I'm going to do is end it there. That is my video. Yes. Going forward from here, I will release one showing what my current build is and where I'm at. And I will also test out the build that I have on the Heroku app. See how that goes. I appreciate your time watching. Adios amigos.